What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here for one last playoff preview tonight. Tired, it's about 1 in the morning, but we got to get one more done, and that's going to be Vegas and Utah. Yes, I have an Arizona magnet. This is going to be an interesting series. I just realized I forgot to write on the board where these teams sit. So Vegas is Pacific Team 1, Utah Wildcard 1. Coaches for these teams. For Utah, it's been the coach since Arizona, and that's Andre Turney, who's done a great job with this Utah team. Vegas, John Tortorella took over with 8 games left in the season pretty much and hasn't lost in regulation. Vegas's record as the winner of a division, 39, 26, and 17. People talk about LA losing 20 games in overtime. Nobody's talking about Vegas losing 17. 95 points for Vegas. Utah, 43, 33, and 6, 92 points. Fair record for a wild card 1. First in the Pacific for Vegas, which is 4th in the West, 12th in the entire league. Utah's 4th in the Central, 6th in the West, 15th in the league. Goals for, 265 for Vegas is 14th. 250 goals against, which is 13th, so it's a plus 15. Power play percentage is 24.6%, while PK 81.4%, 6th and 7th respectively. Vegas' special teams are pretty solid, while their goals for, goals against, it's mid. Goals for Utah just above Vegas at 268, that's 13th. Goals against 240, which is 6th, solid defensively, a plus 28 goal differential. Special teams, they're a bit mid. Power play 20% for 18th, PK 78.1% for 19th. Looking at their top scorers, the names obviously are going to favor Vegas. You have Jack Eichel, 74 games played, 27 goals, 63 assists, 90 points. Mitch Marner in his first year with Vegas, 81 games played, 24 goals, 56 assists, 80 points. Mark Stone, 60 games played, 28 goals, 45 assists, 73 points. Pavel Dorofeev, 82 games played, 37 goals. I really thought he was going to hit 40. 27 assists, 64 points. Ivan Barbashev, 82 games played, 23 goals, 38 assists, 61 points. And Tomas Hertl, 82 games played, 24 goals, 34 assists, 58 points. Looking at the Utah Mammoth, you have Clayton Keller, 82 games played, 26 goals, 62 assists for 88 points. Nick Schmaltz, 82 games played, 33 goals, 41 assists, 74 points. Of course, he just received an 8x8, I believe. Genther, 79 games played, 40 goals for Genther, which is remarkable. It's 33 assists, 73 points. And then you have Sergachev, 78 games played, 10 goals, 49 assists for 59 points. I think that was a win-win trade. Utah got Sergachev, and Tampa Bay got Mosier. Worked out both ways. Goaltending, it's a tale of two stories. Vegas, you have Adin Hill, who I think will be the starter. 27 games played, a 10-9-6 record with a 3.04 goals against average and an 871 save percentage. You also have Carter Hart, at 18 games played, 11-3-3 record, 2.71 goals against average with an 891 save percentage. Then you have Akira Schmid, who's played the most games, which I find remarkable because I feel like I haven't seen him that much. 16-10-6 record across 34 games, 2.59 goals against average with an 893 save percentage. Vejmelka for Utah, 64 games played, 38 wins, 20 losses, 3 overtime or shootout losses, a 2.75 goals against average with an 897 save percentage. So, goaltending, I'd say, favors Utah. Looking at their head-to-heads this year, in Utah, Vegas wins 4-1. Then in Utah wins 5-1. Before in Vegas, Utah winning 4-0. So Utah takes the series, regular season series against Vegas 2-1. These teams have never played each other in the playoffs because Utah's being treated as an expansion team. They never played Arizona to begin with, and then they're an expansion team on technicality. So it's their second season in the league, and they've made the playoffs. So similar to Seattle in that regard. 2023, Vegas wins the Stanley Cup. They win in the Stanley Cup final 4-1 over Florida. It's been rough since then in early exits. 2024, they lose in the first round and 7 to Dallas. 2025, they lose in the second round to Edmonton in 5. Of course, that Dallas series, I remember they were up 2-0. The road team was winning every game until late in that series. But against Edmonton, they just were losing every game in overtime, and then they won a last-minute one on Game 3 last year. Utah's never made the playoffs, so they don't have any playoff history right here. But it's a lot of experience on one side versus not a lot of experience on the other. But I look at this and I think Utah has been in position for a while. It's like they've been on the fringe of playoff contention, and they finally took that next step this year. They added Peterka, who's not on the board. He just missed the 50-point mark. But a lot of their young guys came into their own, Genther being one of them. Young defensemen that are still coming up like Simashev. It's a very young team, a team that's only going to get better. And that's why I'm taking Utah in 6 for my prediction in this series. I'm rooting for Vegas, remember. Vegas is my second team, and I still think Utah's going to win this series. So, yeah, let's see how this series goes. I'm not sure about the excitement level of the series. We'll see how Tortorella deploys his troops. Tend to be a more defensive style-minded coach. So we'll see how that works with Eichel, Marner. Stone could play that way. But Barbashev, Hurdle, those guys I think will benefit more from it. Meanwhile, Utah, they can play an up-and-down game. They're kind of an all-around team, which I could see working out to their favor because they can play any style you need. Are they really good at any particular style? No, but that also can be a benefit as well. Anyway, guys, that's going to be all I have for you guys on this one. Do you think, like me, that Utah is going to upset Vegas? If you call it an upset, it's only a 3-point differential. Or do you think that Vegas is going to look to add another Stanley Cup and they're going to have the ability to do that? They definitely have the ability to do that. Eichel, Marner, Stone, Dorofeev, Barbashev, Hurdle, all those names right there are Stanley Cup pedigree. Goaltending might be the thing that holds them back, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.